Welcome to Sugar Daddy's podcast, where we get real about love, money, and everything in between. I'm your host, Namon Jones, here with my co-host, Diopla Sample. What's up, D?
What's going on, Namon?
Man, they say love don't cost a thing, but what about companionship?
Hey, man, we just two grown-ass men having real talk, making real connections.
Welcome to another episode of Sugar Daddy's podcast. That's Sugar Daddy's with a Z. I'm your host, Namon, a.k.a. Big Daddy. Here with my homeboy. What's up?
Magnificent.
Magnificent. What's going on, brother?
Hey, man, I'm good. You?
Yeah, man, I can't complain, man.
That's good.
Can't complain at all.
That's good.
Was excited to have this conversation, man, record today's podcast, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was digging around, having various conversations, doing some research, and I came across an article on ebony.com. Shout out to ebony.com, the old Ebony magazine. And they had a great article that I thought was very much interesting.
Not the one where they had the beauty queen in the middle of the page. That was Jet. That was Jet.
Same owner.
Okay, that's right.
Same owner.
That's right.
Anyway, not about Ebony or Jet, right? Me off on them. But what I appreciated about them is the quality content for real. They produce some nice stuff and thought-provoking. Very, very much thought-provoking. So I came across an article. I got it up here. And I want us to talk about it, man. I want to dive a little bit into it. I'm going to read a little bit of it. But it's called Give Us the Real. Do black men even still care about relationships in 2025? That's the topic. All right? Give us the real. Do black men even care? Do they still care about relationships in 2025? So I just want to read a little bit about what the article said, and we can dive into it. Cool?
Cool.
It says, when it comes to traditional heterosexual romantic relationships in the black community, it's never truly been a walk in the park. We can all agree to that. Historically, a multitude of societal elements have plagued our community in this department. Some of these various external phenomena include chattel slavery, Jim Crow segregation, the rise of same-sex relationships, mass incarceration, the crack epidemic in the 90s, and much more, okay? So, however, regarding 2025, the goalpost is more nebulous and less clearly defined than ever before. It ain't defined. So we want to know, do black men in 2025 still care about relationships? Thoughts?
So to answer that question, yes. I believe black men still care about relationships. However, there's a smaller percentage of black men that do. Okay, and I need to pull some or do some research so I can get some numbers to be able to support what I'm saying. But as a whole, yeah, I think black men still care about relationships. I think when you look at, the media has just exploited bad relationships so much so that the focus is not really on the good ones. Mm-hmm. And so we know they still exist, but marriages are failing by alarming rates because we've accepted divorce as a norm.
Well, this ain't even about marriage or divorce, though, D. Yeah. This is strictly about just heterosexual relationships in general. Are black men scared to commit to traditional relationships, right? We got a podcast, Sugar Daddies. We talk about the lifestyle. We talk about what's happened growing up and what we witnessed from black men. We talk about other types of relationships. We talk about all types of relationships. This in particular is interesting to me because we're talking about the dynamics of failing marriages. We talk about the dynamics of women wanting to give birth nowadays, right? The younger generation not wanting to have kids. It's a lot of different dynamics. As a matter of fact, what's flowing real heavy now on social is the act of polyamorous relationships, right? Yeah. Poly relationships. So the question does remain at large. But all these things are happening. The article on Ebony just talked about it. You talked about the same-sex relationships. You talked about mass incarceration. All the things that have plagued our community, right? In terms of relationships, we've already have the stigma of black men not being in a household, whether they take care of their kids or not take care of their kids and those kind of things from a black male's perspective. We're already up against that. So now you take in relationships overall and the stigma that has happened, do we really value it?
I think so.
Yeah. I think we value it too, right? And I think there's different types of relationships, right?
But when we talk about the heterosexual black male relationship in 2025, so that's the key. In today's time, I say yes because I place a lot of value on. I'll give you an example. I say this all the time. My middle son, Elijah, he a great guy, and I wish I was more like him. All right.
Okay.
Oh man, when he's with one woman, he's with one woman.
Okay.
All right. He's not like his father in those respects of needing several women. If he commit to a relationship, let me say it that way. If he commit to a relationship, he's committed.
Okay.
And so, and he's younger. As a matter of fact, he'll be turning 30 years old in a few days. Okay?
Okay.
But I said that to say that just watching him in his life and seeing the younger generation, I believe, I say yes because of what I see in him.
I've been doing a lot of research lately on this topic in the terms of black men overall. Those who know me, my personal life, I have boys, right? I have sons, biological sons. And I try to show them what relationships should look like, etc. But it's becoming more and more challenging with the different dynamics that exist that plague the traditional relationship, right? And so when you look at the traditional relationship, it's tough because traditional relationships you're supposed to court them, you're supposed to date, then you get married and live happily ever after with your dog, your white picket fence, and your 2 kids, right?
Now, wait a minute.
That's what society had deemed as this
so if we're talking
traditional relationship.
Okay, but, right. But 2025, does the traditional relationship in 2025 look like that?
Ooh.
Because that's the question. Now, if you said this in 1980, 85, 90.
Okay. You just gave me an epiphany. I had an aha moment.
Okay.
What is considered a traditional relationship in 2025?
I mean, I don't think the dynamics of it or the principle of the courting and your dating, the process, I don't think it changes. I think it looks different.
Okay.
I think it looks different. Yeah. Because you only had a few options back in the day.
You call.
You call. You stay up on the phone all night. You go out. You ask them out to a movie. Maybe you go skating. That was big back then.
Yeah.
So you don't have to figure out. But now you got Top Golf. You got.
Various
go-kart
spots,
riding.
Everything.
You can go to the lounges, bars. I mean, there's
so
much you can do.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree with that.
To keep the excitement and the motivation and the exhilaration of a relationship or the courting process going.
You think black men value courting these days?
No. No, I think most black men are ready to get to it. Society has shaped us for things to come to us very fast.
Yeah, quick. The microwave effect, as I call it.
Yeah. So now, at the push of a button, it's on a few phone numbers I actually know. I just go to the name, I was just pushing the call.
Ain't that something, man? Because back in the day, we had to remember the phone numbers and that kind of thing.
Man, you had to remember phone numbers,
Yeah.
you had to remember addresses. You don't have to do any of that now. You have smart devices thinking for you.
So technology has really, really changed and shifted the way
Yes.
traditional relationships operate.
So I think it should be traditional / technical relationships. Now, I have also seen 2 young couples go out to a restaurant, and they both like this
Yeah.
in their phone.
I see families like that too. No lie. I mean, I just think that's my point. It's how technology has affected it, but it goes back to even the article that Ebony was talking about. The article was talking about not only technology, but everything that exists that plague the traditional mindset of a relationship. You follow me?
You have to go back. You know, my daughter is, she just had a baby, my grandbaby.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And big man, I got big man.
Big man.
And,
What up, big
cute,
man?
Cute. And he, well, not he, but she limits his exposure to technology because he like that. I don't want him growing up where he has to depend on a cell phone or, you know, some device. And what I share with her is find a little balance in that because school is all about technology now. You know, kids are growing up with it. You know, my daughter, who I'm proud to say is a blessing, at 4 years old can navigate my phone, remember my code, get in, FaceTime me, call me.
All children from the
Yeah.
Lord are a blessing.
That's what the Bible says.
That's what the Bible says.
And a burden, but the Bible say a burden.
How,
It's a blessing.
how old is she?
4.
My man.
Yeah. So that just, you know,
grand.
it still works.
Hey, listen, I think we should go to the phone line, right? Let's go to the hey, I know we had a great following. Again, subscribe, all those things. We got a sugar line. The number is 855 Ask Daddy. Live line, right? So what we want to do is we're going to have our producers. I think we're on live now. We're going to go off live and have our producers to text the people to tell them to call in live. You're on the line, the sugar line with Big Daddy and Magnificent. May I ask who's calling?
My name is Sky.
Hey, Sky, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in to the Sugar Daddy's
Sky.
podcast. How you doing, Sky?
I am wonderful in yourself.
I can't complain. You got a
What?
real nice voice there, Sky.
Well, I want to know, is it SKY or is it SKI?
Uh-oh.
It's SKY.
SKY. Okay.
Like Sky.
Well, Scott, I'm grateful that you called in. Today's topic, we're talking about, do black men even still care about relationships in 2025? So give it to us real. What's your thoughts?
Well, to be totally honest with you, I think it depends on the age, demographics, education, monetary, things of that nature. If a person has money, as opposed to a person not having money, as a person being uneducated and educated, things that they have been exposed to, the lack of things they haven't been exposed to. Overall, do men really care about relationships? And then also their background. If they were raised in a survival mode, as opposed to being raised where they weren't in a survival mode their whole entire life. So, that's sort of like a loaded question, and it can be looked at from so many different angles or through so many different lenses. And also, it depends on age as well. So if we're talking about between the ages of 25 and, let's say...
So Scott, let me ask you this question. How old are you, if you don't mind telling us?
Well, I'll give you a range because everybody knows you're not supposed to have to want to have age. So I'm going to tell you, I'm between the age of 50 and 58.
Okay.
So 54. We're going in the middle. We're going in the middle. So Scott, answer this, Scott. At 54, are you single?
All right. Yes.
Okay. And has it been hard? Has it been hard for you dating at 54 years old? What's it been like in the dating lifestyle for you at 54?
It's been difficult. I think it may be because of where I live could be a factor. And then depending on, yeah, it's been difficult. Long story short, it's been difficult.
Okay, so as a whole, because I want you to answer the question. As a whole, read the question to her again.
Do you believe that men, and even now, in your experiences now, dating or not dating, have dated, and so forth, in your experience now, at the age you are, do you believe that black men still care about relationships?
And 2025.
So,
You think so? Okay.
I think they do. I think they do.
Okay.
I do.
And so now I can understand why you're saying what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Because you believe or you think that, yeah, there's still a possibility that these relationships still exist. So that's awesome.
I think. Yeah, it's just a small percentage of it, though. You know, it's not a large percentage, but I think they do. Not a lot, but there are some that do too.
So you're saying that there's some that still do, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
So part of you saying that a majority. So what I hear, am I hearing you correctly though? Majority of black men don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
The majority of them don't.
Okay. Well, Sky, we do appreciate you calling in. Thank you for taking the time out. Keep telling everybody about Sugar Daddy's podcast. We appreciate you. Much love, Sky.
Well, thank you very much. You gentlemen have a nice evening.
You too. Man, we appreciate you calling in, Sky. Thank you so much. You know, you heard what she said, man. I guess she feels like there's some that still do believe in it, but she agrees with the most, I think. She believes that most most black men don't value traditional relationships anymore.
Well, she said, I think so.
Yeah. But she says a small percentage of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, well, being at the age is what she is, between 50 and 58, she's experienced a lot in life.
Yeah.
And so her perspective is going to be different.
Yeah. So she just said, you know, maybe it's a few, but
Yeah.
Majority of them, I guess, don't. But that was a good call.
Yeah.
Well, we got another caller coming in. Hold on a second here. Let's. You're on the Sugar Line with Big Daddy and Magnificent. How you doing? What's your name?
My name is Cynthia.
Hey, Cynthia. How you doing, Cynthia? Thank you for calling in.
I'm doing well. How are you?
We are wonderful. Cynthia, what part of town you live in?
I'm from Virginia.
Oh, you from Virginia? Okay, that's my stopping grounds there, Virginia. What's up, VA? Cynthia, if you don't mind me asking, I know most women don't like us to ask this question, but give me the age range. What age demographic do you fall in?
60s.
Okay. Now, listen, you called into the Sugar Daddy's podcast. We want you to keep it real with us and give it to us raw. Do black men even still care about relationships in 2025? Your thoughts?
Yes, I do think they're still interested in relationships in 2025.
Why you say that?
Because I think that they still want to feel love. I think men and women are not a big difference, because everybody wants to feel love, wants that intimacy in that relationship, and they want to be seen and heard.
Do you think the younger generation, let's say women, let's say in their 30s or their 20s, you think that they believe the same thing, that they think that black men still care about relationships in their demographic?
I think they want to believe it,
But they don't.
they're struggling with it. And one is because, I believe, because of what they hear. Because if you listen to what people say, it seems that a lot of black men may not be interested in dating black women. And I think it's just a divide and conquer thing.
Let me ask you, are you single? Are you single? You're in a relationship?
Yes.
You single? You looking for love?
I date.
She date. Okay. So you date.
Haha. Are you in a relationship?
Well, see, with me,
You humming and hawing. You humming, humming. There's a difference between dating and in a relationship. Yes or no? Are you in a relationship?
yes, I am in a relationship.
Okay.
So hang on. Because I have to question that. It took you a long time to arrive at the answer of yes.
That was a long yes.
So I got a lot of thoughts running through my head because do you believe or do you agree that you are in one or you don't? Because you if I'm in a relationship, I'm in one.
I'm in a relationship.
Okay. All right.
Are you in love?
I am.
Okay.
In love?
Yeah. No.
Yes, yes, but, okay.
You're not in love.
I'm in a relationship.
You're in a relationship, not in love. Okay. All right. So are you speaking from your perspective of relationships that black men? Okay. Now, from what you've seen, do you believe that black men still value relationships?
Hello?
Can you hear me? Carl, did I lose you?
I hear you, man.
I said,
I hear you, man.
do you believe that what you've seen from around you, the younger generation, etc., and again, we're referencing an article that we've seen online that talked about the different dynamics that causes men, specifically black men, to not be in relationship mindset when you have things like if you live in Atlanta, you got the down low men, you got gay, you got same-sex marriage, you got Jim Crow laws, you got slavery, all these things that happened that affected the traditional mindset of dating. And we talked earlier when we first started the podcast about even how technology has changed the way that relationships evolve and grow. So given all those dynamics, inclusive of your current dating situation in a relationship, maybe you don't know, it took a long time, but my point is that all those things have affected it, right? So that's kind of what we're getting at. From what you see, do you still believe that the black man is, focused on relationships these days?
In 2025.
Yeah.
I think because I'm older generation, but the younger generation, I think that's more challenging for them because of everything that you mentioned.
Yeah.
And I would say not just for the men, but I think for the women as well.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Awesome. Well, we sure appreciate you calling in. Thank you so much for checking for us, checking with us, tuning in, and being a loyal fan to us. We really appreciate you.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Hey, man, she was on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she, being 60, she's definitely experienced a lot. But she said, she came to terms with the fact that she was in a relationship.
Yeah.
And did she say she was in love?
No, that's why I was getting ready to go. That's the thing. She in a relationship, not in love. Now, we didn't have time to really dive.
I think she said she was.
No. She said she wasn't in love.
She was?
Yeah. She's not in love, but she's in a relationship. It's cool. We got another caller coming in. Welcome to the Sugar Line. You're on with Big Daddy and Magnificent. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
Michael Sample. This is Mr. Magnificent's son.
Okay. He called me on. I'm on the spot now.
Oh, shit. We got Sample Jr., man. We got Junior Magnificent. Oh, shit. Hey, this is going to be good. Wait. I need to do all the talking. Shut the fuck. Hey, I need all the secrets. Hold on. So you by yourself? Who you with? I hear somebody else in the background.
I got my significant other with me.
What's your come on, get the significant other on. Who is this?
Go and introduce yourself, babe.
Hey everybody, my name is Millie.
What's up, Millie?
She a little shy.
And listen, I'm glad y'all called in. First of all, Thanks, nephew. We appreciate you calling in and keeping us going. I appreciate that. This shit is gonna be good.
This is my oldest son.
We didn't expect you to be the caller, but this is good shit. And listen. So listen, today's topic, obviously, we're talking about an article we found out, right? And so we want to dive into a little bit. And I'm grateful that you're there with your significant other. I'm grateful because we want to talk about in 2025, right? Keeping it real with us. In 2025, do black men even still care about relationships in 2025? Now, before we jump into the question, you start answering the question, Michael, tell me how old you are.
Tomorrow I'll be 34 years old.
34.
Well, happy birthday, son.
Happy birthday, nephew. Happy birthday. And your significant other, we know we're a woman, you're in your early mid-30s?
Yeah, 35.
Millie, okay, Millie, 35.
She'll be 35 on the 18th of August.
Okay.
Well, happy birthday to you, Millie.
So,
My future daughter-in-law.
uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Assistance, yes.
And well, she said you need some assistance. That go right in line with the fuck we're talking about. Let's keep it real. We're talking about, do black men even still care about relationships in 2025? Nephew, I'm gonna let you kick it off. What you think about that? Now, we ain't just talking about you. Let me preface it, nephew. We're not just talking about you specifically, right?
Okay.
Get your thoughts on you, but let's look at the totality. Look at your friends, look at your age demographic, look at everything, and give us the real. What's your thoughts on, you think black men still care?
Focus on 2025.
Yeah. Do you think they really care about relationships now?
Can I curse?
You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Okay, so being totally honest, no. I don't believe, because social media have fucked up my generation and the generation up under me. I think social media have just fucked it up. You know,
Yep.
Far as like the women, all the women, like, you know, Megan Thee Stallion and in Young Miami break a nigga for a Birkin bag, and you know, you got these other niggas want to buy women fucking Gucci purses and G-Wagons. So, I don't believe black men want relationships in 2025. That's my honest opinion.
Well, the traditional relationship is what I'm hearing you say, that it's hard to establish a traditional relationship. Yeah.
The relationship would be transactional.
Yeah, because of the stigma. Okay.
Stigma, yes.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is, you know, so give me full terms, Micah. We were discussing the article that we found, and it jumped in a little bit to talk about all of the things that plague relationships. Not even traditional relationships, right? The mindset of a relationship, whether it's same-sex marriage, whether it's fucking racism and slavery that affected the way men or black men think overall, whether it's society things or, to your point, technology. But I agree with you, right? I don't believe in 2025 black men are in the mindset of relationships. So, you know, I agree with you. Millie, what you think? Talk to me. What's your thoughts?
So I kind of think that there's so many different options available to men now that there's just not really, the traditional route isn't what men want to do anymore, in my opinion. And I feel like instead of just being honest with women and saying like, I want this, they try to act like they want the traditional thing, but then they just kind of do that to get where they got to go. And then they change it up when they get into the relationship. And I think that's where a lot of the downfall is, because there's some women out there that want a different lifestyle. They may be into what you want. If you were just honest in the beginning, they might give you that lifestyle that you want, but instead of trying to play the traditional role from the jump and then changing it up. So my answer to the question is, I think it depends on the man and it depends on the honesty that they put forward in the beginning.
So wait, hang on. But the question is a closing question, which requires a yes or no. Okay. So ask her the question again.
Do black men still care about relationships in 2025?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
But it depends on what type of relationship they're looking for. Do they care about relationships with women? Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
But are you saying traditional relationship? Is that the specific relationship or?
Well, we're talking about relationships overall, and of course, we're talking about a heterosexual relationship when it comes to a man and a woman.
Right.
I'd say yes.
And so, what we're seeing and what we're hearing, especially from the younger generation, is that they can care less about relationships. If anything, they want to be free. If anything, no one wants to be married. No one wants to have kids and all those things. So, for the most part, we're seeing that. Yeah, maybe that the black man nowadays doesn't really care about a relationship. They care more about, having fun and doing whatever.
Right. And to Micah's point, I do believe that social media has glamorized exactly who we are. When you say sugar daddy, the lifestyle, you see all of the cars and jewelry bags and things. This lifestyle that they want, but don't want to. See, there's still requirements that go along with the lifestyle. And that's work that still got to be put in. Being a sugar baby ain't easy.
No.
It's not easy. No,
Being
listen.
a sugar daddy isn't
Any
easy.
sugar baby I ever mess with, they'll tell you, it's not easy to be one. Watch it. Even though you might be getting it because you don't know the sugar daddy that you didn't with.
I would say this. There's no relationship that's easy. It ain't just a sugar baby. No relationship is easy.
That's true.
You know what I mean? You got to get to know each other and all that. So all the shit is hard.
True.
It is, and I agree with the earlier conversation that we're having even with our callers now about, Millie said it. It's honesty, right? It's the honesty part, right?
Right.
So that's what you're saying. That's what I hear Millie saying is that, look, if you honest up front, and, you coming correct, then I think that they do value the relationship. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that too because I've had women tell me, hey, what are you looking for? And they say, hold on, before you answer that, just be honest with me because what you looking for, I might be down to play. You know what I'm saying? So if you just want to play around, I might be down with that.
Right.
Be honest with me.
Right.
You know
So,
what I'm saying? But
yeah.
us men, we would go along with, oh yeah, I want the relationship just to get some ass. And then once we get the ass, everything changes. Or once we get comfortable, everything changes.
Right.
So, like she said, I agree with being honest up front. But as far as like the traditional relationship, I don't think that shit don't really exist no more. Yeah, I mean it's for real. I mean it's depending on the man, because I got one homeboy. He told me he would never have a girlfriend, and I seen this with my own eyes because we used to be roommates. This nigga used to have different women every night, and I'm like, damn, that's stressful. But me on the other hand, I'm a lover boy. I find me one that I'm rocking with, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Well, it sound like you found one that you rocking with, you sticking with.
Well, it came directly.
That player lifestyle, that shit is stressful.
Well, it came directly from you because I gave Elijah his props earlier on the last episode. So I'm going to give you your props on this episode. So I appreciate that, son. At least you didn't learn. You didn't take up too much from your daddy.
That's another.
If I did, I'd probably have a heart attack by now.
That's another episode for another time. Hey, Micah, Millie, we appreciate y'all for calling
Absolutely.
in. Thank you for being loyal fans and listeners. We appreciate y'all. And nephew, I've been waiting for my damn invitation. I better be in the damn wedding. I'll holler at you, nephew.
All right, son. All right, daughter-in-law, y'all take care.
It was an honor. Thank y'all.
All right. Hey, man. Great couple, man. You
I
did all right
didn't know
with
he
your
was
son,
going
man.
to call. He be watching, too.
He called in. Ain't that something?
He always come, Daddy, what about this or what about that? So
they were kind of split, I guess. She believes that it does still exist. He believes that shit don't exist no more because of the dynamics of social media and technology. Great conversation, I think.
well, listening to him, he gave me a perspective on the younger demo. So watch this. Why do the younger women are attracted to the older men?
Because that's my point. Okay, that's great.
If social media is the catalyst.
I got something there. Sweet or sour. It just came to me because it's your thought, what you just said.
All right.
Sweet or sour. Is it sweet or sour for a man, a black man specifically, to still court traditionally in 2025?
Sweet.
We saying that as an old head because I believe it's sweet too. Go ahead.
Well, I think it's sweet because you really get to know someone in a more intimate way when you court them.
Yeah.
When you take them through the process. Me, being the age that I am, I have no patience, so I've adopted this new way of thinking when it comes to relationships because I don't want to wait.
Yeah.
Like, we go on a
Microwave
date,
effect, man, for real.
1, 2 dates.
Yeah.
Like, I'm grown, we grown. I ain't got time to be okay. But I do believe you should, go through the courting process, find out if that's the same thing you and that person want. And if that is, then it might be worth the wait, for sure.
I agree with that, D. We can wrap this up on the sweet and sour. I agree with you that it's sweet. However, I got to understand where we are in 2025. Women don't make it easy in terms of wanting to court you. When you see women out these days, and I know they're going to hate me, I'm probably get a lot of hate mail for it, but it's the presentation. And when I come out I'm in Atlanta, I can go to Piedmont Park and I'm seeing your ass out and you beautiful. You fine. What the fuck you think going through a man's head when he see everything he want to see? Ain't nothing left to the imagination. You got your titties out, your ass out, but you think that's no invitation for a man to want to walk up to you and talk. But that's what's on his mind because that's what you're displaying.
Well, women don't want to be objectified.
I agree.
But the problem is when you present yourself like that,
And an
a
object.
man sees you
Yep.
in that light, and then you watch this, and then you want to be respected.
Correct.
Okay?
When you present yourself as a sexual object, you're going to be objectified. I'm sorry, that's what it is. If you are a beautiful woman and you walking down the street and you fine, you got that pretty hair or the nappy hair, whatever your preference is as a man. You got that dark skin or light skin, whatever your preference is of a man. You are you shape just like what the preference of a man is, whether it's big, small, or whatever, but you see what you like. But my point is, whatever that preference is for the man, if I see what I preference and then your ass out, your titties out, and it's all that too, I'm already, I done slept with you 3 times already before I say hello.
So this is the thing. There's a such thing as modest apparel. That's what the Bible talk about. And then there's a such thing as overdoing anything. Okay. So when women present themselves, you got to make sure that you understand that if you lead with your body, you're going to be approached the way you lead with. That's just like
100%.
me. If I lead with the money,
That's how you're going to be viewed.
that's exactly what come back to me.
100%.
All right?
I agree.
So please take that into consideration next time you put your clothes on.
With that, another episode in the can. We sure appreciate y'all. And listen, don't forget to follow us. Subscribe.
Follow us. Subscribe.
Man,
Live. We can live.
Sugar Daddy's Podcast with a Z. We're coming to y'all live. TikTok, we're coming to y'all this Thursday. Check us out. I can't wait. Till the next one. We'll see you. It's been real. Sugar Daddy's Real Talk.
Real connection.
See you next time.